Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 24th or 25th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you do like my videos, I post at least 2 fresh videos for you every single day. One at 6 p.m., one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time in the U.S. I am going to be bringing you some awesome quantum readings, and they're not going to be like anything you've experienced, okay? Not yet. Maybe after people start seeing those videos come out, you might start seeing other people do it, but I've not seen any readers do what my creation that source is guiding me to do. Anyways, I can't wait to do those for you guys. That's going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be all about you guys, okay? Not about third parties or anything else. Anyway, if you do like to chat and hang out with other people, I would love to see you in my 10:30 p.m. chat, because we just get in there, we are supportive, or we hang out. Doesn't matter about the video or if it resonates. It's kind of about community and togetherness, okay? And it's a great way to connect with other people. So I would love to have you in there if you are about that. Anyways, before I start your reading, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and energy with me. I value you, and the divine values you. And thank you so much for being here. I did channel a song by UB40. I know others have this, have covered this, like Elvis, but I literally was hearing UB40 sing it. Bob Marley even sang it. It's, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, or Fools Rush In, whatever the name of that song is. I will put the link in the description box below, and it's a really good wedding song. It's a beautiful song, and it's a song of love, you know. It's a song of, you know, not being able to help falling in love with somebody. It's a very beautiful song, and it's a song that's close to my heart, but I will keep that like that. Now, you're on the throat chakra. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Okay, so I feel like you're going to know that. I feel automatically you have your own sort of, you got your own map system within you. And so I feel like you know what needs to change in your life, or what you want to change. And I feel like you know what direction you're going toward. And I just heard truth. You're going in the direction of truth, whatever that truth is for you. And that's been a very strong theme, because for me today, I have discovered some amazing truths. And I mean truth that has been covered up for years. There might be some truth that comes out that has been covered up or not known about for years. Now with this song, maybe somebody has this love, okay, and been holding it for years. But whatever it is, I feel like going in the direction of truth, that is where the aspect of your life is definitely going in the right direction. Okay. And you could hear from somebody. You could literally hear from somebody you haven't heard from. I heard from a friend that I haven't spoken to in years. And honey, when I say years, like I haven't even seen this person. Well, I think last time I saw this person physically, I was living in New York. So that's a long time. And, you know, she reached out to me with some amazing truths from the past. And that could, like, you could even find out some shocking truth from the past. Okay. Full moon in Gemini is about the truth coming out. And very bluntly. So, and unexpectedly, Knight of Swords. If I get the Knight of Swords come out, I'm going to take that as sort of the truth. And going in the arrow of truth. I was going in the arrow of truth, but that arrow also reminds me of like Knight of Swords energy. Very direct. Like when that arrow, there's only one way this arrow can go, and it's going to sting. Whatever it touches, it's going to sting. Okay, so there's truth that could sting, okay? It can be your truth projecting out, being honest, it could sting. But it's just very direct and shocking, I feel, most foremost here. We have flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. It was in the reverse, so I don't feel that's an issue at all. I also take that as don't settle. Don't settle for less, okay? Lowering your standards would also mean you're settling for less. With the song that I channeled, it's a really good wedding song, but it doesn't mean there's a wedding, okay, unless we literally see something like that. We have great good fortune. You guys have been getting that for months, so expect that fortune, okay, to rain on you, to descend upon you, okay? Ooh, here, now this matches the song. Love, deep affection, and caring. See, that matches the song. So I feel like your love life, or love, a significant love, is going in the right direction. I want to say Dwight. Someone might be named Dwight. I want to say right direction. Temptation will test you, and don't lower your standards. So, you know, it's always darkest before dawn. There's always that person when you're on the right path, a person or situation to take you off of it. It's really probably a test, though. If you want something bad enough, you'll go for it. And you'll also endure the growing pains that come with it. Now, I had a dream that somebody was lying on someone. Okay, not like laying down on them, but lying, telling fibs, telling false narratives about someone. And it could be even stuff like that. There could be people, you know, who try to trick others from going on their right path. And it could be in love. It could also be when there's a good love that's going in the right. I want to say right. I don't know why. There could be a good love that is going in the right direction, and somebody comes out of the woodwork. Now and tells a lie. Now, my actual dream, somebody was making a false accusation. Okay, I feel it was a false accusation, but it was one of those situations of really trying to defame someone's character. And it was one of those situations where it was a one-on-one situation, so there was like no proof. There was like just two people just talking, or just two people, and then somebody just comes out and says something. So there could be some sort of false accusations that come out, and that type of pattern where it's like someone can lie because nobody was around. Now, that's not every case. In some cases, it's absolutely the truth, because we are in the time where the truth is coming out. It's all being discovered and uncovered, all of it. Keys on a ring. Decision. And many decisions, many options. So there could be more than one decision. Literally 3 keys on a ring. Transformation, butterfly, Cupid's arrow. Okay. So the love life is going in the right direction. All right. It's what it's showing. The love life is going in the right direction. The dragonfly, it talks about, you know, finding things out, things coming to light. Okay. Changing and healing. This is in the reverse. Somebody could have already found out something. More details are going to come to light. And the details are really the truth. Getting into it and finding out every little detail about this truth to bring it to light. Again, we have the love here. Someone might be picking apart their emotions and realizing they're in love. You know, I can't help but falling in love with you, just like in that song. Knight of Swords is rushing in, like fools rush in. I feel like someone discovers they're in love and they go after it. Now, it's highly romantic here is what it's showing up. Highly romantic. Someone might be moving away from what we call, I call them NPCs now, okay? Non-player characters, because they just don't matter in your life no more, okay? But this is the card of narcissism. I'm not calling anyone that. I'm not a doctor. I can't call anyone, like diagnose anyone, but this is what it says on the card, and it's reverse. Someone who is left behind is going to be someone who doesn't have the energetic supply to pull on anymore. So there's going to be a narcissistic type of personality or whatever who is going to, I want to say mimic being heartbroken, because can they really be heartbroken? Some would argue no. It's a show. It's a facade. It's a mask that they wear. But somebody is going to pretend to be heartbroken in all of this. Now, the person who's heartbroken might be the person who starts throwing out some stuff out there that's not true. Heart with a key. Okay. Heart with a key. Some area of your life, love life, great good fortune. Look. Another thing is a person could try to pull someone back in, okay? Because they don't like that somebody love life is taken off, you know. So that's where a person will try to destroy it. They could make up lies. They could try to, you know, suck someone back in. All right, they're showing me the Devil card from tarot, so it could be somebody who knows another person's weaknesses, and they're like, hey, you know you like this, you know, and trying to get someone, you know, to pull them back in. It could be on your side, could be on the other side. All I know is there's Cupid's arrow. Someone's already got feelings. Somebody's already in love. Whoever the narcissist, whatever this card is describing, that's the person who's going to put the mask on, the fake tears and all of that. But there's absolute happiness and bliss. Happiness, bliss, expansion, and joy. Cupid's arrow and heart with a key. Somebody knows they're in love. Somebody knows they're in love. And we got healthy choices on the bottom. And there's no coincidence that healthy choices is on the bottom, because like I said, the person who's going to be trying to suck somebody back in, they're going to try to do everything they can so they don't lose their supply. Okay? They need their supply of energy. They are energy harvesters. And that's what it's really all about. And it's very hard sometimes for empaths to realize that. I have a very good friend that I met here on my channel, and she is so good at this, and she has helped me see a lot of things that have happened to me in my life. And, you know, I just want you guys to know you guys are just awesome. I mean, I feel so lucky that you guys are here, but you guys are teachers for me. You know, you guys think I help you through stuff. You guys help me through stuff. You do. We come together and we help each other. That's one good thing about the chat. I have met so many people here who are so educated in other areas and forms of healing. And it was actually one of you who I met and has helped me get through certain stages of my life and understanding what I was actually experiencing. And she doesn't really watch me that much anymore. I think she's busy kind of working on her own creations. But, you know, so don't stop being that light. You think that nobody listens, or you might think that nobody pays attention. People pay attention. You are the light. You are the light for a lot of people, whether you know it or not. Because some of you are just making comments, but you don't know the power that your words hold. You don't know the power in your sentences and your phrases. They hold weight. Text message, communication, news, phone call, direct message. Yeah, this is definitely direct right there. That is definitely direct, all right? Definitely direct. Maybe somebody's reading an old text, who knows? Somebody wants a beginning here. We have start on the game board, all right? So, a new beginning. Got fated meeting, social media. So that means somebody's already watching, all right? Somebody's already watching. All right, we're going to get into the tarot. Give me what I need here. I'm going to let the energy here, source energy, universe, and you guys decide what cards are coming out here today. 9-card, Celtic spread, or just whatever. I'm going to take out the control. Look at that. Look at that. Can't make this shit up. Queen of Wands is in the reverse. 6 of Swords. Someone is definitely moving on, maybe from a fire sign, but definitely someone is moving on from an energy that has mirrored. Someone who's going to mirror caring. Someone who's going to mirror being heartbroken. And it's now. Now's the time. This is Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. Now is the time. And it could have been a long time coming with this Pisces Hangman card here. This justice is a long time coming. There were details missing. I don't know what details, but there were some details that were missing. This is very tricky for me. 1, 2, 3. Anybody remember that? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? If you remember that, you're as old as me. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let me see if this is the right order. Let me take a look. We have 10 cards. No. Yeah, we have 10 cards. So 10 cards is a Celtic. All right. That was here. This one is here. This one is here. This one. Give me 1 second. This one is there. Now moving backwards. Hold on. Spirit is showing me I'm an indigo. And the way Spirit shows me is it literally shows me arrows like this. So as an indigo, I don't know if you guys can do that too, but when Spirit shows me how to move the cards around, I literally see a red arrow. So if you are learning tarot, work on your intuition with tarot. Always work on that besides the book meaning, because I guarantee you, your spirit guides are old, and there were no tarot books around when your spirit guides, okay, were alive. So your spirit guides are going to make connection with you when you're doing tarot a lot like hieroglyphics, because some of you are going to have really ancient spirit guides, okay? Not everybody. So give me a second. I'm getting a message here. I'm not even looking at the cards, oddly enough. They're just showing me and I'm going with it. All right. There we go. I close my eyes and I literally look at the red arrows and I just move everything. All right. So if you're learning tarot, try that method and see how it works for you. It works for me really good. Okay. It'll also let me know if it's an indigo thing or if anyone can do it. All right. We're starting off with the 4 of Cups in the reverse. That is forward movement, okay, I feel. But we have the Tower in the reverse right next to that. So far, the signs I see here are Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, or air energy. Um, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Tell me about that Four of Cups in the reverse, please. Leo energy, also going after. So it lets me know, because sometimes Four of Cups reverse, depending on what other cards are surrounding it, it could be someone who is literally stuck and cannot go forward. But with the King of Wands, it's letting me know, even though it is Leo energy or fire energy, it is letting me know that somebody is ready to make a move. And it's somebody who is in their feelings here. So we have someone in their feelings, and I have Scorpio, Virgo here. But it's someone spending time alone in their feelings, all right, about this air energy, air sign. Or someone could have Libra in their actual chart. But it's showing up as someone who wants to know if you want the same. Oh, wow. And I told you it'd be a good wedding song. And there's the Hierophant. I think somebody wants to know if you want to be with them like that. Literally commit with them, commit to them, and they commit to you. King of Wands coming forward, direct. That means someone knows. Someone knows. Oh boy. And because somebody knows, this a Five of Swords here in the environment when it comes to these other options, Five of Wands reversed, there is no other option. There's only you. And this is like telling everybody else, get lost. Get lost. I don't want to date you. I don't want to deal with you. I'm done. Or if it's other people around them, because there's only a couple of cards in the tarot that show groups of people. And it could be somebody telling whoever's around them, look, I know what I want, and that's it. Leave me alone about it. Then coming toward the one they want to be with, which I think it's you, because Aquarius, you're at the end here. And in the song, it says, take my hand, take my whole life too. I can't help but falling in love with you. But it says something about, as the rivers flow gently to the sea, some things were meant to be. And this is my Akashic Records card. Some things were meant to be. And that is really why it's so clear to somebody. But whoever this energy is that's showing up, the mirroring person, the one who mirrors love, mirrors empathy, mirrors heartbroken, that's the person who's going to give the most resistance. Tell me about the Tower in the reverse. I have my Pisces and Mercury, and that's probably why I channel through so much music and media and stuff like that, because I always hear music in my head, which is really hard when you're trying to meditate, because I always have music in my head. Clarifying the Tower is Leo, strength energy, but sideways. But it landed on this Knight of Wands. So it does look like one of the people around them, or you, it was always meant to be temporary, okay? But that's, I feel like some sort of mirroring, mirroring energy. And that's the energy that's going to be the problem, like I already said. But it's like, I feel like it was meant to be temporary because it landed on the Knight of Wands. It's Sagittarius energy. Maybe someone does. Like I said, we had some strong fire come out. But being that it's sideways, clarifying that card, the Tower is Scorpio, Aries energy. Somebody might be literally trying to tell a Leo, because we have two Leo cards right there, but heavy fire. So Leo, Aries, Sag are right here. And it could be very hard to explain or tell somebody, look, I'm in love with this person. I don't want to date you anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. Or I can't really hang around with you anymore. If you don't approve. Or maybe someone's giving up a whole lifestyle with the Devil. The Devil card did come out in the pre-shuffle, so I do feel like someone could be giving up even like a lifestyle. Like, this is the direction. I'm in love and this is where I'm going. You can be happy for me, or you can just whatever, but I'm doing this. So I do feel like when somebody loses their supply, they can no longer energy harvest or no longer use a person's resources. That's when they're going to come and try to do something to stop this loving connection. But this is the thing, there's love here, and it's real love. It's not fake. Somebody knows you're the right decision, and I just feel like there's somebody else around who's not feeling it. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Or maybe you know what is the right decision, and someone around you is like, I don't know. But either way, we have the Chariot here. So somebody could literally be reading messages from the past, okay? Because it's Eight of Wands in the reverse, and it's the root of this. So it's like somebody coming here in the near future, they could be replaying something. They could be, there's something like this person is looking on the phone, and this is like interaction, or maybe a lack of interaction. But this is when somebody realizes that the other person doesn't love them, or that they don't love the other person. It's almost like I just heard this. Aquarius poured so much love into me, but I didn't really give much back. Somebody is looking at the past as, because they didn't give much back to a person who poured love into them, that they kind of betrayed them and left them hanging. So I feel like there's like an emotional tower literally happening in someone's mind. But also, it's going to be happening because somebody, I feel like, is going to cut off, not be the supply anymore. Tell me about Ten of Swords. That's the past energy. Page of Cups. Yeah, it's really looking like, and I know that you guys have had readings like this, but remember, there's something about the truth coming out. There's something about the truth coming out, and there's something about Akashic records, and some things are just meant to be. I feel like what could have happened as well is somebody already got sidetracked or blinded by temptation. I feel like this is already could have happened, but it could happen where they try to do it again, or someone else does. Especially if it's a test, but I don't see that. I don't see that it's a test at this moment. I mean, Judgment is here in the reverse. It could. Maybe someone did fail a test and they had to take another ride on the karmic block to figure it out. Give me another card for this Page of Cups in the reverse and this Ten of Swords. Oof, the Tower. The Knight of Cups, yeah. It's almost as if somebody's feeling very regretful for sort of not helping you and leaving you hanging. Someone could have done this, or they feel like they did. Somebody could also regret not following their heart. It landed here on the Knight of Wands. You know, someone could have literally went past all the red flags and just went toward temptation in the past. And now somebody is looking at this currently. And it's going to cause this person to make a decision. Because this is the thing. Someone is holding on so tightly to their emotions. And the thing is, somebody knows what they want, and somebody knows that this is meant to be, okay? Someone knows that it's meant to be. Looks like somebody fell for their weaknesses, and somebody now realizes they're in love. They can't resist it, and they can't deny that they're in love. And they're looking back, and they're noticing all the red flags. in something. Tell me about Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, they made a huge mistake about you, Aquarius. Huge. I feel like someone's going to come out and say it with the Hermit card in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like someone's really going to come out and say it. Again, there's like somebody around. It's karmic, okay? It's someone who probably mirrors empathy and emotion, but it's mirroring, copying. We have the Fool here, that is Aquarius, and it's Judgment in the reverse, that is Scorpio, and then Six of Cups reverse. Somebody is thinking about you, and they made a very big mistake. And the way it's hitting them now is kind of like a ton of bricks. It's hitting them like a tower that's crashing down because they're in love. They didn't know they were in love then. They weren't. They were blinded by, it looks like, temptations. It really looks like lust. They were blinded by lust. Maybe they even just thought you were another option, a lustful option. And damn, now they realize they're in love. And they made a mistake with Aquarius. Near future is the High Priestess. Now, some of you are, a lot of you, there are a lot of tarot readers who watch other tarot readers, okay? And some of you could be that, or a psychic, or some of you have this secret knowledge, okay? Because Aquarius here in the Akashic Records and having some hidden information, but they didn't know because they saw lust and you saw whatever this is within you that you knew. But in the near future is what I feel someone is coming here because Cupid's arrow has struck. I don't know how you feel about this because it looks like someone who is in love with you sort of failed a test in the past. It looks like they couldn't recognize the difference between you and other options, or the difference between you and, because it looks like addiction or lust or something like that, especially with that Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Tell me about the High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That is earth energy, but it's also the person that you might want to make a nest with. And I don't know why that the rabbits have been showing up for me all week. Like, I never paid so much mind to these rabbits, But anyway, this is the thing. You're the one. There's a close connection. We have the Lovers here on the bottom of the deck. And this person had a choice between you and partying or being with others. It looks like they got stuck. They got stuck in the wrong choice. A lot of cups are reversed. They could also be leaving some sort of addictions behind in order to make healthy choices and have a better life. Give me a card, though. I want another card for that High Priestess. I think it's saying that you're the one they want to marry. Or someone knows it now. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. It really looks like 7 and 10 of Swords is what you got from a person who now realizes they're in love. And it was somebody who was, someone could have Pisces in their chart, or there could be a Pisces around. Again, there's a group of people here. Others were around them. Wow. I don't know if it's any, consolation to anybody, but it looks like this person's really going through it. And it looks like you're in your own energy. You're in your own energy, just doing you. Give me a card for that 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Here's the rest of the reading, probably. Someone is ending some sort of cycle. Some sort of cycle is closing out, and someone is really going through the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which it's not really good. It's more like Saturn. It's supposed to be a very lucky card, but when it's in reverse, it's not. Okay, somebody's going through something, and with the Tower here, and so this whole thing is Page of Wands, is in the reverse. Okay, somebody, I feel like somebody could be walking away, all right, but I feel like somebody has to tell somebody this. It's unexpected. And the Three of Wands landed on the Chariot. So this person coming towards you is quite unexpected, all right? But the thing is, you stand out. You are different. You are different. Because this person had so many options, or this person was just looking for short-term connections, you know, date someone, sleep with them, or if it got serious, they would just bail out. I heard, you know, somebody is looking, you know, someone's trying to get some sort of clarity here. And the only thing that makes sense, why can't I stop thinking about Aquarius? I have all these other options, choices. Why can't I stop thinking about Aquarius? And it has something to do with I must be in love. It has something to do with we must have some sort of destiny here together. Once somebody realizes that, we're in a Knight of Pentacles reverse, which it's a card of Virgo, but it's also a card of things speed up because somebody realizes this. And it's a person who's been holding back and watching, and you know that person comes out in just about every reading I do. I don't know if it's the same person, but it always comes out in an Aquarius reading. You guys know this for a long time now. And now here's a person who's ready to get out of the night energy, and they're ready to settle down, and they're ready to get married. Thing is, you don't know that you're the one that they want to marry. And this person might rush in like a fool, and they might say, I can't help but falling in love with you. It's a very beautiful song. It's a wedding song. But the sad part of this is it looks like this person already passed you up at some point and you're in your own energy. If you guys have some sort of written destiny though, I don't think this will stop it. I think if anything, maybe a person had to go through a lesson, you know, again, like I say, if someone didn't do or didn't see the red flags or whatever, it's like somebody would have had to get on the karmic wheel, go through that to learn it. Jumping off that wheel now, realizing you're the one they can't stop thinking about, so they must have some sort of destiny with you. They must be in love with you, because when you have all these other people and choices around, but they're still thinking about you, that the only conclusion they're coming up with is, I'm in love, or we must supposed to be doing this together. You don't know it though, because looks like you've already moved on. Yeah, you don't know it. You don't know this person is thinking about you right now. You don't know that this person wants this family life with you right now. You don't know that this person is changed and wants to be with you. You don't know about their tower moment. Or do you? Maybe you do, Aquarius. Tell me about the King of Swords. No, I want to know about the Devil. Tell me about the Devil. The Devil is first. Virgo. And then it landed on Queen of Pentacles. So strong earth energy. Could be an earth sign who is addicted. It could also be an earth sign who is extremely obsessed with you being the one for them. Give me a card for that Hermit. Because here's this Pentacle. And here's this guidance behind the Pentacle. This angel guidance behind the Pentacle. That's that conversation. That's that message. Tell me about the Hermit. Landed on the Moon reverse, which is Pisces energy. King of Cups reverse, Star reverse, and Four of Pentacles. Somebody has held back their feelings, their emotions, okay, from the Star, which is Aquarius. Someone has held back from speaking their truth of what it is they really want. This Gemini full moon is a great time to speak the truth. There's going to be added support. And it looks like someone's about to do that. And it's like this guidance. We have the angel guidance, and we have, it's like somebody's like saying, speak your truth already, speak it. Don't make me beat it out of you. Speak it. And they're going to speak it. Because you're going to be, look, they're going to have an absolute tower. And until it just comes down to, I just want Aquarius. That's it. I don't care about nobody else. I just want Aquarius. I don't care about nobody else. I just want Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. And then we're going to close out with an angel card. Well, damn. Look at that. There it goes. They give it all up. It looks like they want something with you. It's the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles is that brand new relationship with them, if you want it. Maybe it's a house. Maybe it's a gift, a token. You know, it is tangible. It is something that you can touch. It is a relationship. It is something. And it might, maybe someone is coming in with a gift because they are showing up as not recognizing you for who you obviously were, because it looks like you poured so much love into this person and they gave you shit. They didn't recognize who you were because apparently they had so many other people around them. Well, the thing is, this person, whoever they are not going to be able to concentrate until they have this conversation with you. Matter of fact, they're just going to get more obsessed, more confused, panicky until they're able to talk to you. And they're definitely, looks like they could be turning their back on a fire sign, or they're turning their back on a karmic, because it's all about you. Okay, what do they want to know? Page of Swords. What do they want to know? Something about time. And here's the High Priestess, and they want the High Priestess, or they know, I feel intuitively they know they're supposed to heal things with you, and I think intuitively they know that they're supposed to have and build some legacy with you. They know it now they know what it looks like you knew first. And thing is, they don't know if you want this. They want to know. With this Page of Swords, you're like, Aquarius, do you still feel this way? Do you still want to do this with me? And they want to marry you. And they might be coming in just to do that. Ask you for that if you want it. Because, like I said, this is marriage material. This could also be somebody who's already a business person. Because if they're seeing you as the one, they're in the reverse. Why? Tell me why the Emperor is in the reverse. I think because they don't know if you want it with him. Or maybe somebody's got to leave a relationship or a marriage. Landed on Leo. Oh, reverse. Okay. They could actually be leaving somebody with fire in their chart. Again, it's a person who would mimic love. Not someone who was really loving like you. They could be breaking up with a fire sign. They could be telling a fire sign to move out. They could, or a karmic, they could be saying, look, I don't want to go any further. I don't want to marry you. And whoever that is not going to want to hear it at all. Because they have some certain mindset that they were going to be with this person, and there's something with money. So this person does appear to have money and stability, but the karmic does not. Again, this Gemini full moon, it's a great time for all of this to happen and to move on from karmic. Okay, and I feel like it's going to happen for many signs. I don't feel like it's just going to be for Aquarius, but I do feel like the truth is coming out. This Gemini full moon supports that. And I can definitely hop on board with that, because I found out some stuff today that happened many years ago. And it can even be shocking like that, and hearing from someone you haven't heard from in years even. How is Aquarius going to feel about this person? I'll just ask. I don't know. I know you're not aware of it. Well, you saw them as, you thought they were playing around or playing games with you, or you thought that they had others. You might see them as a Virgo, Knight of Pentacles reverse, okay? You might have seen them as someone who takes too long, but this is the Knight that gets to the finish line, and this is now a person who is, they're no longer in the Knight energy, they're in the Emperor energy, and they're serious about it. They're serious about it, and they want to know if you're serious about it, but you're looking at them as somebody who wasn't. You looked at them as someone who probably ghosted you, but you knew that you were, like, you knew this information, Okay, you knew this. With the Empress, you might see yourself as a divine feminine. You might see them as a divine masculine. But we have the Empress and the Emperor. She's pregnant here. You might have known something that this person, I feel you did know something that this person did not know. And now they've caught up on board. They had to get through all of whoever they were dealing with. And at the end of the day, it's like I said, they have options. They have people around them and they still can't stop thinking about you. So they've come to the conclusion that they love you and that you guys have something here to do on Earth together, because there's just no other reason that would make sense to them. Anyway, we're going to close out. I want to thank you, beautiful, beautiful people, for being here, for putting up with me this long. Thank you, because we're at 45 minutes. Anyway, guys, I love you. We're going to see what wants to close out here. We got books, okay? Your purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. Thank you, Spirit. I needed that one. I was actually thinking about that today. Some of you are already published authors and watching me. I know at least 2 of you are. We have fairies, and it says, you have a strong bond with fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. I love that. I think we all signed up to do a little something, something here on Earth, okay? Especially if we're awakened into our what we're supposed to be. Cancel, clear, delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask your angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. All right. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.